On this channel, I usually only share app ideas that I feel I could build myself immediately. I know how important it is for us to earn quick money and get free enough to work on other ideas. This one, though, is too important, and I have to mention it to you. It does need a little bit of thought put into it, as you'll see, but I do think that an application like CAPTCHA for the AI age is something that is inevitable. The premise of this app is that we get so sick of a dead internet flooded by AI content that we demand platforms that guarantee us genuine human interaction and human opinions. If the first thought that you have to that is that there's no way we can ever escape AI generated content, you are technically right. Like if a travel blogger uses ChatGPT to describe an experience in Santorini, they could record that in any hotel room and you would not know necessarily. So YouTube and Substack have taken an approach to solving this that I think always will be relevant, and that is tying all content to a brand, an author, a creator, and if that author uses a little bit of AI and you're okay with it, it's all good. If it gets too fake, though, you can always unsubscribe. But what about Quora? The need for a question-answer site is something that is still here, and Quora is unusable right now. The format of a question-answer site like Quora makes it impractical for you to be able to tell what brands are authentic and how much. That brand-based authenticity is just impractical for so many platforms, let alone Google search, although I want to talk about that separately. CAPTCHA, if you didn't know, is not to keep bots out. The creators of CAPTCHA gave up on that a long time ago. Google bought that, made reCAPTCHA with no intentions of keeping bots out other than the most basic robots. It, to Google, is simply a good way to get data on what sites people think are valuable. The original idea, though, determining whether someone is human or not, is back. There's a need for it again, but that need is based on something very different. Bots do cause cost when they go on your systems, but it is more cost effective for you as a platform owner to watch out for and protect against bots that are doing harm versus just strolling through. So our need in determining whether someone's human or not has changed. I want real human opinions, real human experiences, whether it's relationship advice or product reviews. No matter how wacky a person's opinion is, it's important to me that the opinion is coming from the real world, the fleshy world. If we reimagine CAPTCHA, it's going to have to be a lot more intrusive. Reading squiggly lines or identifying stoplights is not going to cut it. Of course, people are going to have concerns about intrusions on their privacy. We do have evidence, though, that that level of intrusion is not a showstopper. When I make a financial transaction, I have to hold my phone up, show my face, and verify that it's me. And if users are demanding that platforms guarantee human interaction, if I want to use those platforms, I'm going to have to be willing to show my face, show my voice, because really that is what it's going to take so that no robots can get around it. If this is a blog article, I would have to read enough of the article to where the system, ironically, probably an AI, could tell that this is actually something that I'm familiar with. The other thing that it would be required for this to work is non-repudiation. So I was in court today and the judge looked at a document me and the other party had signed. He never questioned that those signatures were us using a DocuSign. This would have to be the same for any system guaranteeing it's a human, where a blog article, let's say, has a guarantee in some way that this is exactly the content that was verified. There may be other requirements for this, so please do let me know them. Whether or not this becomes a thing and becomes a requirement for the future all depends on how sick we get of AI generated content. And I think that's going to be sick enough to not only have us willing to use this, but actually to demand platforms that implement this.